So, here you are. Oh, don't be frightened. I simply wish to stare. I hope you don't mind. Well, you see, I'm not normally used to looking at three-dimensional beings before. Well, at least before you. What does that make me, you say? You think all of this around you is real? You think that the ground you walk on, the breath in your lungs, you think any of that is real? Of course it isn't. I created it to make you feel more comfortable in this world. No, this is not your three-dimensional spherical Earth. No. This is the void. A place where time, space, and matter itself ends. Nothing and everything exists in this realm. I would try and explain it a little differently, considering your perceptions of science, mathematics are a little askew, shall we say. Oh, we have been called many things. I think the closest that we are is one of your three-dimensional human authors called us Eldritch. I think that's the closest that anyone's ever come to describing my race. Well, you see, you exist in the third dimension. Multiverses, all of them. Every decision you've ever made exists within the third dimension. Almost infinite multiverses. All of them coincide with the third dimension. Do you understand? Perhaps I can explain more easily than what I am. I am a being of the 12th dimension. How best to describe? As I understand, you have a form of entertainment. A two-dimensional game. Something about a Mario. Yes, that's it. Well, that creature exists within the second dimension. You, as a third-dimensional being, can see him, but if he were real, you would simply not be able to comprehend what you were as a third-dimensional being. You would simply appear in a form to whatever coincides with his version of sense or sensibility. You would form shapes that only he could understand. Now, you are third dimension. I am 12. Every particle of my being that you see before you has been placed in a way that only you can understand. Oh yes, you do look rather unusual to me. Yes, the void. It is a place where time simply does not exist. Space, as you understand it, does not exist. And matter itself ceases. Then how are we communicating, you ask? I could bore you with the science. But let's just say I can see science. You simply cannot comprehend. I see colors you've never seen. Numbers you cannot comprehend. You think that 2 plus 2 equals 4. Well, it does not. Because I see mathematical equations and scientific formulas, the likes of which are beyond anything you have ever seen. Why have I brought you here? Well, out of all the third-dimensional beings that I have witnessed on your spherical Earth, and I do mean your spherical Earth and not another multiverse version, is you. Yeah, astounding, isn't it? Of all the creatures on your Earth, you are the one that caught my eye. And you were the one I have taken most interest in, and I simply cannot work out why. Something about you. I cannot put my finger on it. I simply do not understand why you. And yet here you are, standing before me. In what class is this? Standing, I suppose. And yet, I feel feelings that are very unusual to me. It's as if I'll try and put it in terms that you can understand. If I was third-dimensional, my heart rate would increase. My pupils would widen. And my voice has taken on a gentler tone, which I can only guess on your habitable plane means I am in love with you. Well, either that or I want to kill you. But I don't think so. No. I don't think I would have expunged the amount of effort it took to bring you to the void. No. I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, I cannot enter the third dimension. It is physically impossible for me to do so. Just as impossible as it will be to enter that Mario world of yours. It simply goes against the laws of creation itself. Never. Well, there was one time, one of my kind managed to do so. Well, he caused a microscopic atomic blast that created the third dimension. You might know it as the Big Bang. The third dimension was born because one of my kind tried a science we all told him was folly. I would tell you his name as I would tell you my name. But if I was to tell you my name is... I said, my name is... See, you simply cannot conceive the way that my kind communicate and the way that we interact with all objects in our dimension. All of it is beyond comprehension for someone like you. But know this. I have taken an interest in you. An interest in which I still wish to learn more. The only way we are able to communicate is from the void. I may call on you again before some amount of time. Please understand that I wish to simply understand. I wish to understand these three-dimensional feelings more openly with you. Well, you are surprisingly open for a third-dimensional being. I have to say it's somewhat taken me by surprise how accepting you are of this happenstance. I may call on you before long. Whenever you wish to leave, simply look up and you will fall back into your bed as if nothing were to... Well, I'm not third dimension, but surely walking out on a conversation without even saying goodbye is considered extremely rude, even in my dimension. As you say, take care of yourself. I'll be seeing you very soon, my little nebula. You can teach me more of this feeling that I have for you. But know this, I am watching you very, very closely, always.